Quinn is just somebody that's debuting today, and I've been talking to them a little bit on Twitter and Discord, and you know, they seem like a nice kid. So I'm gonna watch their debut and kind of help support them. I think it's a really scary world out here to be all by yourself. So I want to show them a little bit of support. We honestly, we got a lot closer after I left my old workspace. And I've talked about it a little bit with Deerskin, where I think they've activated like that part of me, that like primal need to help people. So they've actually messaged me a lot about like Twitch and just talking about stuff and how it feels for me to, you know, have left. It really kind of activated that place in me where I like to take care of people. I like to help people. But we got a lot closer after I left my Hollywood job, simply because we didn't really talk a lot when I was in Hollywood. Not, you know, everyone's busy, everyone's doing their stuff. And even now, I think we do talk a lot, but it's mostly like I want to help out. I want to help out, and if there's anything I can do. Also, I think one of the reasons we didn't really talk much before was I'm a lot older. And even though they're very mature and very cool, you know, I don't have like a bunch of friends who are in their early 20s. No, I'm not going to be rating. I'm actually going to be streaming and reacting to his debut. I did ask him if he's comfortable with that. He said yes, all that stuff. I think you can support in many more ways than raiding. Realistically, I think if you just raid and go away, that's still very supportive, but I don't think me reacting is a bad thing, and he's okay with it. Yeah, I just feel I don't have that, you know, I don't, even though I can still have a really good time hanging out with people that are much younger than me, I still feel like I'm at a point in my life where, and this is my problem, by the way, I have a really big problem. I want to be really close friends with my coworkers. You know, that's not normal. I think a lot of times you should just be coworkers. There's nothing wrong with being coworkers, but I like being close friends with the people I work in. And just because of that, like sometimes there are temperaments or ages or even like, yeah, it's hard to be best friends with somebody who's much younger than me. You know, maybe we have a lot of different stuff. No, I don't think so. I thought if he was going to be a VShojo member, that VShojo was going to post about it and we would have all been kind of hyping it up. This is also one of the reasons that I do want to watch his stream today and support him, because it's really scary to debut alone in a big sea. And I'm very lucky and very grateful that VShojo picked me up. But before I signed on to VShojo, I was going to debut all alone onto Twitch. What if it's a shadow debut? Realistically, like from all business perspectives, it just doesn't make sense to do that, right? It doesn't really make sense to like surprise everybody with that. There is a debut, but not in VShojo. It's just a debut of an indie, and I want to watch them and support them. Guys, read the title. Read the title. I know nobody likes to read. Come on. But yeah, it's been really, really nice to kind of get to know Quinn a little bit. I've talked to him a lot about debuting. I've talked to him a lot about his worries. I don't know if this is like pulling the curtain back too much, but his fears, his worries, I feel like I kind of got to heal through him, if that makes sense. Because seeing where he's at and seeing where I am currently, it kind of allowed me to understand better what I went through and how I felt, and I can only reassure him where things go and how things develop. It's been really great. So I really, really like him. But, you know, I also am aware that he kind of really did touch on my savior complex and my mother complex. And I am extremely aware of that. He seems like a very, very great guy, and he seems very mature, and he's a phenomenal content creator. Yeah, I don't know if it's like feeding my ego, but it made me feel really helpful. It's really hard to do what Quinn did. It's really, really hard to leave and go into the unknown. I did it as well, but I, you know, landed in a really nice group. Not everybody is going to leave and land in a group. It's scary to leave what is known for the unknown. I have a lot of respect for him. I am excited to see his career blossom, and I'm excited to see what he will do with his newfound freedom.